Hello, welcome back to my channel and welcome to day 3 of Vlogmas. This is the last pre-recorded video that's part of Vlogmas. Starting tomorrow, we will be having daily vlogs here on my channel, so make sure you're subscribed if you like vlogs and want to see what December is like right now with a 3-month-old and trying to figure out life basically all over again. But that is not what this video is about. This video is the 25 days of planner tips collab video that I have participated in every year, and we are in year 6. I just cannot believe that this is the 6th time that we are doing this awesome collab. So if you have no idea what I'm talking about, if you haven't watched in years past, Tamra from the Paper and Pen Girl, whose YouTube channel I will obviously link down below, started this series 6 years, well, I guess it was 5 years ago. This is the 6th year that we're doing it, where she has 25 different YouTube channels share a video every day in December, giving a tip that is on some sort of theme. So we have had a different theme every year, and there will be 25 videos giving you a tip based on whatever that year's topic is. And this year we are talking about going from planned to done. So taking the things that you put down on paper, the things that you put in your planner, and actually getting those things done. So make sure you go back to Tamra's channel and watch day 1 to kick it off. And then you have 25 tips coming your way of all of these different interpretations of recommendations on this concept, which is something that we all struggle with. We have all been there where we put things down in our planner, down on paper, and then don't actually do them. And I know I'm excited to see what everyone else has to say about this topic too. So what is my tip? Well, I always struggle with this video because I have 1,000,001 ideas, and I typically give like a tip and then 3 sub tips, and that's how we're tackling it again this year. So my general tip in terms of going from planned to done is being realistic about what you can get done in that time frame. One of the issues that I know I've struggled with in the past is that I will make a very unrealistic plan. I will have this grand idea that I'm gonna be able to do all of these things, and then I look at the plan of all the things that some version of me thought I could do, and I realize that it's unrealistic and I can't do all of it, and so then I don't do any of it. So what I've learned is that if I am more realistic about what I can actually do in whatever the time frame is, I will be more likely to actually get it done because I won't feel so overwhelmed and essentially uninspired by the fact that my plans are bigger than what I'm actually able to execute. And in this video, I'm gonna specifically talk about within a day, but this advice applies to all of the time frames: day, week, month, year, decade, etc. There's this quote that I always reference when we're talking about this that's from Matthew Kelly, that is, most people overestimate what they can do in a day and underestimate what they can do in a month. We overestimate what we can do in a year, and we underestimate what we can accomplish in a decade. So again, in this video, we are gonna talk about a day and being realistic and not overestimating what we can get done in a day. That way we actually get something done. So I'm gonna give you 3 tips to being more realistic about what you can get done in a day. Tip number 1 is to make things smaller. If you have been around on my YouTube channel, you know that I talk a lot about goals and breaking them down, and one of those keys is always to make it smaller. And that is the same when it comes to planning out your day. When you are going to write something down in your planner to do on any given day, can you make it even a little bit smaller? Sometimes it's not possible, and I get that. But sometimes we'll write things like, I'm going to work out for an hour, or I'm going to clean the whole kitchen, or I'm going to do all of the laundry. Clearly all of the ideas I have right now are related to working out and household chores, because with a newborn, that's all I'm kind of focused on. But we tend to put things down that are the all, right? I want to get all of it done. Can you make it smaller? So instead of saying, I'm gonna work out for an hour, what if you just wrote down, I'm gonna work out for 20 minutes? Instead of saying, I'm gonna clean the whole kitchen, I'm just gonna clean the stove oven area. Instead of saying, I'm gonna do all the laundry, write down, I'm gonna do 1 load of laundry. Make it smaller before you actually write it down on your planner. And if you end up having time to do more, awesome. But by making it smaller before you write it down, it's that mental game of looking at your planner and not immediately going, oh, I can't get any of this done. This is unrealistic. Tip number 2 is to overestimate how long you think each thing is going to take. We are really bad at estimating how long things are going to take. It really seems to fall on one end of the spectrum. Either we way overestimate it and we build this thing up and think it's gonna take hours and it takes us 15 minutes, or more often than not, we underestimate it and we say, oh, it's only gonna take me 30 minutes, and so then you pack your day with 10 30-minute items, and then each of those 30-minute items ends up taking you an hour, and suddenly you're out of time, and then you don't get anything done. Unless it is something that you have done so many times, or you're setting a timer to cut yourself off, unless you know for sure that's how long it's gonna take you, overestimate, round up. Sometimes I even double it just to give myself that little bit of extra buffer, because then I am being way more realistic about what I can actually get done. And the last tip I want to share on this topic is to leave white space. What I mean by that is not just physical white space in your planner. Yes, that's where the phrase comes from, but leave hours in your day that don't have anything planned. Leave space in your calendar. And the amount of space that you leave is gonna depend on you and your life and your goals. But by leaving space, you are allowing for those things that pop up that were unexpected, for your energy level that was a little bit lower that day, for that thing that took you longer than you thought it was going to take, to have space, to get done. By leaving white space, your day suddenly becomes much more realistic, because all those things that you didn't plan for or you didn't properly predict how long it was going to take now have space on the calendar. So start with a small amount. Start, if you don't feel comfortable leaving hours of white space, start with 15 minutes of white space on your calendar. And leaving yourself that extra buffer suddenly makes the overall plan for the day a lot more realistic, so that when you look at it, you don't immediately go, oh, well, I can't do all of that, so I'm not gonna do any of it. I want you to feel good when you look at your daily plan. I want you to look at it and go, okay, barring any, really unexpected twist, I can do these things. I can get these things done today. And when you have that feeling and that confidence going into it, you're way, way more likely to follow through and actually get those things done. So those are my thoughts on going from planned to done, but I cannot wait to hear what everybody else has to say on this topic, and I'm sure there are some really great tips coming your way. So tomorrow, make sure that you go watch day 4's video, which is Pleasantly Planned. I will leave her YouTube channel linked down below. That is the video coming for you tomorrow. And I hope that you have a great rest of your holiday season. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, please click that subscribe button. I have videos coming every day for the rest of the month during Vlogmas, and then new videos every week in the new year focused on helping you achieve your goals. Thank you so much for watching.